All right, KTBS 3's Rick Rowe is continuing his tour of Italy with other travelers from the ArkLaTex. Thanks to our partnership with Colette, they are traveling the world and seeing incredible sights. Today, Rick reports from Florence in front of the Basilica of the Holy Cross.
Good morning, everybody. Rick Rowe. When you come to visit Italy, there is one place you have to stop. Of course, Rome. The next place would be Florence, the cradle of the Renaissance. And folks, my goodness, this will be an example of what we have seen all morning long in our tour of this beautiful city. This is just one of many, many churches, but they are unbelievable, ostentatious, grand, spectacular. Everybody has been saying, the members of our group, wow, this is stunning, something like they have never seen before. Marcia is a guide that has worked with Colette for many, many years. This is your place. You love this city.
I love it.
You guided here. What is the attraction? Why do people, let me just ask you about the name, Cradle of the Renaissance. Why?
Because, the first artists of this period, which covers 14 and 1500, were all born in this area. Also thanks to the patronage of the leading family called Medici that loved ancient art, but at the same time they sponsored new artists, that we don't know why, but in that period they were all born in this area. So we were really granted by God, gifted by I don't know who.
The great one himself, Michelangelo, spent a lot of time here.
Exactly, yes.
Sculpted his greatest work, people say, here, the David.
Yes,
and
exactly.
There is an exact replica of it here, right here in the...
Exactly. In the main square where the real David used to be, the statue was removed at the end of 1800 to preserve David in a better place, because for centuries, 1504, 1873, David had been outside under whatever happened.
Right.
And therefore, they decided to move David inside the museum. But David was the model, measured and reproduced exactly in the same size, beautiful, in the same kind of marble as the original David.
But there are many, many unbelievable statues.
Exactly.
Right next to it that are real, authentic.
Yes. In the main square of Florence, which is called the Piazza Signoria, we have an incredible number of original masterpieces ranging from the period of the Romans up to the beginning of 1600, all original. We normally say that that square, it's a museum in the open air, justly.
This church is incredible, and it's one of many in the city. But again, the size, the grandeur, the artwork on the churches is spectacular. That's why in many cases it took centuries to finish some of these?
To be built, exactly. Now, for instance, this church started to be built at the end of 1294, and was consecrated in the course of 1400. The Duomo was 175 years to be finished.
My goodness.
So many generations of artists worked on them, and they all left, could be painters or sculptors, something in these great buildings.
Really, and you could say the greatest artist in history.
Si.
Certainly since in the Renaissance.
They were born.
Spent time here.
Or they were born.
Their greatest works were done here. Their genius was on display here and still is.
Yes.
Yeah, it's beautiful. 11 million people visit every year.
See, 11 million people. I think 9 million are visiting the museums, but in general, in total, 11 million people come to Florence.
What's the reason they come?
Because over here you can find good food, art, first of all, history, monuments, churches, great museums, and really great food and wine.
Yes, lots of wine. Anyway, thank you. She has been spectacular.
Welcome.
All the guides on our tour have been amazing.
Thank you very much indeed for
Let's
your
just finish up with right here. Again, folks, I had heard of Florence, as most of you have all your lives, but you have to see it to really believe it. It is beautiful. There is a reason they call it the cradle of the Renaissance.
All right, Rick from Italy for us this morning. Rick, thank you so much. And if you want to take advantage of future trips, KTBS 3 takes, especially our celebration of America's 250th birthday. Make sure you sign up for the KTBS 3 Travel Club.